Okay, so welcome back to This Morning here on Metro Television. I am Desmond Okrekudan, as you can call me, Desifading the Star Boy, and it's time for us to talk. And we're talking about a conference that is coming up in a bit. That is Project U Conference. And my guest this morning is Naana Lexis Agyemang. And she says she's a certified life coach, personality development coach, brand strategist, and a whole lot of that, and a mental health advocate. Yeah, so she's an embodiment of a lot of things, and so she's joining me this morning for a conversation on that conference. Nana, good morning.
Good morning.
That's a lot.
Absolutely, you're right. It's a lot. But then if you have so much to offer, why hold on to it? So yeah, it makes great sense that we are.
Did you ever, we'll talk about the project, but let's begin with you. Was this a path you've always wanted to, be on?
I think God had an agenda for me and I didn't know. So yes, growing up as a child, yes, I could feel some of the impact in here and there. But if you told me like 12 years or 13 years ago, I was going to really do this full time, I wasn't going to accept that, because I looked at myself as an architect in the making. And then, yes, because I do a lot with the hand on painting, drawing, and all sort of stuff. So yes, if I look back, perhaps I wouldn't be doing this. But then there was a calling. There was a reason why I ended up in this space, where I had my own personal experience. I had to go through for counseling, coaching. Then I realized, okay, other people equally need it. And the offer we have here in our space is not as informed as it's supposed to be. So why not be the advocate in that space and be able to speak and then equally learn to give back to society? So yeah, that's it.
You mentioned full-time job. I mean, in our space, you mentioned full-time job. It's 8 to 5, something like that. Is that how? Because I'm not sure that's how the life coach and all the other things are.
It's exactly what you think it is.
Oh, really?
Yes, it's a full-time job. So I wake up in the morning. I'm waiting for clients. Clients subscribe. We're talking to them every now and then.
People do come and say that I want to be this, guide me.
Yes, people do. The truth is, before, a lot of people were not informed as the knowing that there's someone who can actually help or assist within the space. But over the time that we've run a number of advocacies and whatnot, we've been able to inform. So you find people see videos on social media, they're reaching out to you, I have this challenge, that challenge, and majority of it, relationship-based. And followed by career, then we go into education, then family sets in there, and there are a lot of factors that you want to look at. So
I remember we've talked about the youth and how we're handling everything that is happening around us. When you interact with people, at my age and all those who come in, what do they say to you? Mostly
family issues, because the current youth believe that they have something else to offer, and the oldies, as they call them, do not understand what they have to offer. The system of doing what mother and father wants you to accomplish, because they want to live sometimes their failed dreams in your dream. So they have those challenges. Some of them are having battles with parents here and there. I personally had to deal with some of these issues. So I can understand when some of them are finding these imbalances working for them. But identifying yourself is the most important thing. So majority of them are lost in the case of knowing even who they are, to tell whether what mother or father is saying is right. Can I give it a try and see if what they're saying is actually going to work for me? What is the main agenda? Do I have a mantra? Am I working with a plan? So these are some of the conversations we work with. It's not just because they're facing that family issue, or perhaps they are confused about their career options, or even courses that they could do in the university and whatnot. So we have such conversations and we're able to narrow it down. After realizing your impact as a person, your personality, your traits, the things that make you who you are, and then why you do some of the things that you do, then we're able to arrive at a solution of finding what will really work for you in the future.
Interesting. So I'm sure that it's still in that, on that path that this conference was based.
Exactly.
Tell us about it.
Because we found a lot of people having that confused state of knowing who they are and why they do the things. The questions were becoming so many. The clients that were coming in were a lot. The issues you're raising is recurring. We realized that there was a deficit within the space. So why not create a space where every other person can come listen to professionals within the space who are really doing what is meant to happen. So we're looking at the psychological impact, we're looking at spiritual impact, even your environment, then what the nation has to offer, even if you're a youth. Do you know what you have to offer as an individual, your role you play, within the socio-economic the development of your country. Okay. So we are looking at all these areas. We have resource persons speaking and touching on every one of these aspects of things that I've mentioned. So your religion is captured in there, your sanity, mental health, because that is the key thing for you to become successful or not. If you're not sound in the mind, then there's a problem. We're also looking at the medical implications of what the things we consume. Presumably, a lot of people are within certain imbalances because of what we've been accustomed to from our childbirth orientation. Someone takes in fufu at very weird hours, forgetting that perhaps they are sanguine or melancholic.
I'm not even listening to you on that one.
So some of these things are conversations we're going to have in there. We have people also, someone speaking on career choices. Okay. Majority of the youth are confused. I applied for that course and I was given this. I don't have an option. I just have to do it. But beyond just going to do it, what else can you achieve? Can you look at the broader picture than just saying, okay, I'm studying political science or I'm doing perhaps history. What is it going to really give me? Which area do I want to delve into? And then you have many of the youth asking that question. I'm doing the course, all right, I'm not happy. Do you want them to stay in a path where they are not happy, or you want them to be fulfilled? So we are looking at passion in this space. What power you have within you that you can actually ignite. Okay. And this is something I believe everybody within workspace, or even as you're growing, from the ages of 18 to about 45, are some of the clients that we see. So we believe that within the space, if you find yourself confused about one thing or the other, don't hesitate, just subscribe and then be part of the conference.
I understand that bit. I mean, university, you want to go in there and you have a lot of people studying things they really don't want.
Exactly.
And it's a problem for those in the arts, because usually all the others will look at us and will think,
you're confused.
So you being in that class, you're always thinking, what am I going to do after school? And all of those things. So I think it's a very, but the things are the power of you.
Yes. Because for anything to happen first, it begins with you. Okay. So understanding why you exist in the first place is key. So we look at your worth, your attributes, your purpose on earth. Okay. Then we can determine, okay, this is the direction you have to go, or that is the direction. There are tools that you have to use. We have partners. Partners could be your friends, could be family. Are you really tapping into these potentials to be able to make the right decisions? And so these are things that we want the youth to push or position their minds to. That way we can be able to live and live more purposefully and intentionally. Okay.
So is this the very first edition?
This is the very first edition. Okay. And it's exciting because so far the noise, the impact it's making, the phone calls and everything tells that it is really true that people are suffering. Has it been
difficult putting this together?
Everything in this country. Because, you know, it's actually sort of the first try at igniting the mind for people to understand that there's really something beyond knowing that your environment is safe. You are living in a country that perhaps things are not too okay for you as of now. But it's important to know that you equally play a role as an individual. And for anything to become good, for us to be comfortable, everyone has to play a role. And so which part are you taking? Okay. That is very key. So it's been difficult, I must say. For initiatives that start off like this, people would want to see what it can impact first before they want to even invest in what you're doing. So yes, it's been very stressful, but we are grateful that at the end of the day, we are making great successes, and we thank everybody who's been there.
Great. So now let's get into the details of the event, the venue, the date, the time.
So the conference is on the 1st, on Saturday. It starts at exactly 10 a.m. It's a virtual conference, because we didn't want a situation where people come in the COVID protocols of some of the venues. You cannot have a lot of people in the space. So we wanted a private space where you can actually explore, get to network with a resource person. So you can do everything on our website. You log in, you create your personal account, you're able to network, even find a mentor to at least push you on what you are supposed to do. So everything is happening online. It's a virtual conference starting at 10, and hopefully we end at 3.
Okay.
Yeah, it can be quite boring, but we understand all of that. So we put in measures that after you're even subscribed to it, you have to subscribe before 1st of October. But after you subscribe to it, you can come back 30 days after the conference to actually re-watch everything that actually went through. Okay. So resource persons are the only people that we are capturing. at the venue that we have chosen to run the conference, and then the rest is virtual.
And the rest is virtual. Yeah. Okay. So just take us through some of the people who should be expecting as a, our resource persons for the day.
Okay, so we have a special guest, Honorable Pius Enam Hajide.
Okay.
Because he's from the National Youth Authority. We have the likes of Gifty Efia Owari from National Service, because it's important that we have to have that conversation of national importance of self-discovery. And so we have the likes of Jesse Ejapon. Myself, I'm speaking. We have Lady Ajo, who is a counselor. We have someone coming from the Ghana Psychological Association, to come and speak on the psychology of human mind and then how we can actually impact. We have someone coming equally from the Ghana Christian Psychological Council. The secretary actually is also speaking. We have another speaker from South Africa. We have one coming from Nigeria. And you don't want to miss out on it because it's power-packed. The conversation is a lot. Once you get into our website, you get to see all the people that are speaking. You can actually check their profiles. You can check their certifications and all of that. So you're sure you know who you're dealing with.
You know who you're dealing with.
Exactly.
Okay. So wrapping up on this, the website and
it's Project You.
Project You.
Project You, project, and then U is the alphabet U.com, and everything you're looking for, it's in there. On all social media platforms is Project You Conference. And you can actually reach out. If you think you're not navigating well on the website, you can actually reach out on any of the platforms and we will respond.
Let me just touch on your consultancy bit a little bit so that I give some advice to the youth out there.
Sure.
Just a quick one.
Okay, so for whatever you're doing, remember that anything that you want to really achieve only begins with you. The people around you make an input. You want to take whatever they're saying, their advice here and there. But remember, it's important to know if it makes you happy, then it's fine. If it's not making you happy, don't look at whatever they're saying. Push and push for the best. You have a lot within you and you can really achieve if only you put your mind to it. Live with a mantra.
Yeah, put your mind to it. That's what she says. Thank you so much, Naana Lexis, for coming this morning. And it's about the Project You Conference. Get onto their website and be a part of this on Saturday, the 1st of October at 10 a.m. It's a virtual one, so you can just be in the comfort of your home and be part